It's round 2 of the Investec Champions Cup and EPCR Championship this weekend. Join me as I unpack what you can expect. Hi guys, I'm Babsy and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to be talking all things Investec Champions Cup and EPCR Championship. Now, we are in round 2 this weekend. Round 1 did not go so well for the South African teams. In the Investec Champions Cup, the Blue Bulls and Sharks both picked up losses. But the Stormers, they were the shining star of South Africa and represented us very well. They are on a winning streak. In the EPCR, Lions and Cheetahs also picked up losses. But so we are focusing on round 2 and hopefully things can turn around for the South African teams. The biggest match of this weekend will be between the Stormers and La Rochelle. So the Stormers will not be playing in their normal home, the Cape Town Stadium. No, they are traveling to Gqeberha at Nelson Mandela Bay Stadium to hopefully bring in those crowds and pick up a win and continue that winning momentum. Now that I think about it, Nelson Mandela Bay is one of the few stadiums I haven't been at. But as Collab, we are talking about the Investec Champions Cup. So hopefully the crowd at Nelson Mandela Bay will bring the vibe and will encourage the Stormers to go ahead and wipe the floor with La Rochelle. The other added advantage outside of their winning streak is the fact that we have the Springbok front line and the duo that is Cobus, Reinach and Sacha, Feinberg-Mngomezulu. So Stormers, yeah, I don't doubt that they are going to pick up a win against La Rochelle. La Rochelle could also cause an upset. They won their match last weekend, so they're coming in with momentum. But unlike the Stormers, they've only won 2 out of their 5 matches. So you can see most the odds, you can see the math is mathing, and it is all for the Stormers to win. Another match that we can look forward to is the Sharks that will be hosting Saracens. Sharks. Yeah, I think it's been a tough journey this season. You know, you even forget that they did win a match. But I think going into this match against Saracens, it should be interesting because the weekend special is finally back. And I hope he can come in with great momentum, motivation, and some tries to make sure that somehow they pick up an advantage against Saracens. And I think when it comes to the Hollywoodbets Sharks, it's not that they're playing bad rugby. They have such dominant carries. The problem is the defense. We need to be very clinical in how we play. Plumtree needs to work the magic in that room and make sure that we see it on the field with the players. The lineouts need to be clinical. The scrums need to be tighter and work on the defenses and work more on being on the try line. And hopefully the home crowd is going to bring that motivation for the Hollywoodbets Sharks to pick up their first win in the Investec Champions Cup. And finally, the Blue Bulls will be traveling to Northampton. So the thing about Northampton, I think they are the thorn under the Blue Bulls because last year, again, they lost against Northampton at home, and Northampton is last year's finalists. So you can tell that the Bulls have a lot to bring this weekend, especially because they're coming off of a loss versus Northampton, who's coming off of a win, and they want to continue that momentum. If the Blue Bulls can bring in more discipline, more defense, and a tighter game, I think they have a good shot of giving Northampton a good run for their money. Now, going into the EPCR Championship, we have the Lions who will be traveling to Newcastle. So I have faith in the Lions. Like, after what they did to the Blue Bulls, I think they could have a really good season. And looking at Newcastle, they have odds stronger than against Newcastle because they have won 3 out of their 5 matches versus Newcastle, who've only won 2. And if the Lions can beat Blue Bulls at home, they can definitely beat Newcastle at home. In the comment section, who are you backing for the win in this weekend's clashes? So my money is on Stormers to beat Rochelle. As much as I want to go for the Hollywoodbets Sharks, please go against me. Please make me get this wrong. But my money's on the Saracens to pick up the win. And when it comes to the Blue Bulls against Northampton, I think Northampton is going to wipe the floor against the Blue Bulls. In the EPCR Championship, my money is on the Lions. So let me know what your predictions are for this weekend's Investec Champions Cup as well as EPCR. Don't forget to press that subscribe button and make sure that you turn on the bell so that you are notified every time a new video drops. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.